What's up, family? Trail here, and we have some unimpressive news to share with you today. And you might want to go ahead and start preparing yourselves as things continue to get worse. Also, reports are showing that we could have a new COVID variant by the end of this year. Also, the available jobs on the market right now has dwindled by more than 1 million openings, and they could get even worse. Now, on the flip side, we do have some positive news regarding the latest stimulus checks. We have one state that will be receiving up to $1,000 sometime this week. And lastly, I do want to thank our sponsor, Moo for today's video, but we'll discuss that later on. But in the meantime, hey, you guys already know what to do. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel as well as hit the like button for us. And let's start with the video. Well, the available job openings in this country has dwindled down once again. Yes, job openings have plunged by more than 1.1 million jobs for the month of August. Now, job openings have continued to drop over the last couple of months, and August totaled around 10 million jobs, which is a 10% drop from the 11 million jobs that was reported in the month of July, and more than a million less than was expected. Now, the job openings and labor turnover numbers are watched very closely by the Federal Reserve, which is trying to reverse the runaway inflation that has been pushed by the tight labor market that we are in right now. But the number of job openings continues to drop each month thereafter. Now, the job market has been a primary driver of inflation, as the outsized demand for the scarce labor pool has helped drive up wages very sharply. Average hourly earnings rose about 5.2% over the 12-month period through the month of August, but adjusted for inflation, real earnings actually declined by 2.8%. So anyways, guys, hey, the market is not getting any better, and it doesn't look like it's going to get better anytime soon. And I believe that people are calling this the Great Reset, which is also referring to the recession that we are pretty much entering in right now. So anyways, guys, we don't know exactly when this is going to get better, but we did hear from the Fed Chairman, Jerome Powell, in which he stated that there could be more pain ahead of us. It means that he is going to do everything in his power to continue to drive down inflation, which means that he will continue to raise the interest rates, which is supposedly going to drive down the inflation. However, it also causes the prices of goods and services to continue to rise. So anyways, guys, prepare yourselves. We could be on a wild roller coaster over the next 12 to 18 months if we do officially hit into this recession. I know a lot of people are really doubting it right now because the stock market continues to stay going up. However, that is just the beginning before the huge drop going back down again, guys. But that does not stop you from investing for your long-term accounts. So anyways, guys, that's the latest on the drops in the job numbers. But look what the pandemic has done, guys. The pandemic has pretty much put some new momentum behind companies moving towards what they're calling a 4-day work week. Yes, guys, this is some very positive news for those of you that are still in the corporate world, still working a corporate job. But more companies are testing shorter work weeks as employers grapple with the widespread worker burnout amid the tight labor market. Now, while a 4-day work weeks are nowhere close to becoming the norm in this country, the pandemic has put some new momentum behind the idea. Now, starting today, 28 more companies in the United States and Canada will begin a 6-month pilot of shortened work weeks in partnership with nonprofit group 4-Day Week Global. But anyways, guys, hey, this could be some positive news for, like I said, for you that are still working out there, that are still working your corporate jobs. But anyways, guys, moving on. Hey, we do have some updated information in regards to the hurricane disaster that struck Florida last week, in which they're still searching these houses, guys. And yes, the death toll continues to rise. It says right here, the death toll rises in Florida as the search and rescue operations continues on. Now, the official death tally increased to about 58 people over the weekend, with the toll likely to rise significantly in the days ahead. Now, it does say that officials across Florida on Monday were assessing the full extent of the destruction from Hurricane Ian, with fatalities climbing and massive search and rescue efforts continuing days after the historic storm caused catastrophic damage. Now, it does say that one of the biggest issues remaining is restoring the power to hundreds of thousands of residents in the state of Florida. Right now, more than around 531,000 homes and businesses are still without power after the storm made landfall nearly a week ago, guys. And yes, Governor DeSantis, during a Monday conference, he stated that yes, the power has been restored to about 95% of the 2.2 million people that were left without power, and the vast majority is still in the dark in the Lee County. And yes, this is a massive effort to get the power back on in the state of Florida, per the governor, noting that there were around 42,000 utility linemen stationed across Hurricane Ian's projected path ahead of the storm's arrival. So yes, guys, if you live in the state of Florida and you're able to watch this video, hey, help is on the way, guys. It looks like they have made a lot of progress thus far. However, there are still hundreds of thousands of people still left without power, as well as all of the damage and the destruction that was caused by this major storm, which have pretty much topped one of the top storms in the history of hurricanes. And I believe right now it is sitting at number 6. But anyways, guys, hey, we'll continue to keep those in our prayers during the meantime, those of you that have been affected in the state of Florida, and hopefully the help is on the way. Also by Governor DeSantis, hey, ask the feds for some hurricane relief, but he's long used their cash. Well, what does that mean, guys? Well, it says that Florida is now poised to benefit from billions of dollars in additional federal assistance to grapple with the devastating damage left by the hurricane. And yes, Governor Ron DeSantis has been a persistent critic of President Joe Biden on nearly every policy front as he moves towards a likely potential 2024 presidential bid. But the Florida Republican likes one thing about the president, which is his fat wallet. Yes, guys, over the past 2 years, Governor DeSantis' administration received billions of dollars in emergency federal aid during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, and money that the governor used to fund his top priorities as well as some of his pet projects. Now, Florida is now poised to benefit from billions of dollars in additional federal assistance to grapple with the devastating damage that was left by Hurricane Ian, which could bring a staggering $40 billion of insured losses. Now, ironically, DeSantis has attacked President Biden on many fronts. He's benefited from his administration, which he is a freaking critic of the governor. The constant demonization of President Joe Biden by the governor Ron DeSantis has always been politically motivated, and all governors have asked the federal government for assistance after major national disasters, regardless of who is in the White House. But for Governor Ron DeSantis, the eagerness to accept the money comes against the backdrop of not only being one of Biden's biggest critics, but also his past record rejecting any type of federal disaster relief for the state of New York as well as New Jersey in the aftermath of their 2012 Hurricane Sandy. Yes, guys, what they're saying right here is Governor Ron DeSantis has previously said that, look, New York and New Jersey don't need to receive any type of federal assistance because of the Hurricane Sandy that happened in 2012. But now that this hurricane has hit his own state of Florida in 2022, well, he is having a change of thought. And now he is saying that, look, President Biden, I know I'm a critic of you, but hey, we need some federal assistance over here because we have a mass devastation going on in the state of Florida. And yes, you need to send FEMA over here, as well as you need to approve of at least $40 billion. Yes, guys, President Biden needs to provide some additional federal relief aid for the Americans in the state of Florida. I would like to interrupt this video to share with you my new preferred brokerage account that I use for buying and selling stocks. It is called Moomoo. I recently got them to offer my family and friends up to 15 free stocks. Now, in order to qualify, all you have to do is sign up using the link down below, and that will get you at least one free stock. And then after that, deposit $100, and that will give you an additional 4 free stocks. And if you deposit $2,000 or more, you can receive all 15 stocks for free. And the beauty about this is they could be worth up to $2,000. Now, if you do sign up, please remember to keep your money in your brokerage account at least 60 days, guys, in order to receive the stocks. And again, it's free money, so don't sleep on this opportunity. But anyways, let's get back into the video. But we do have some information in regards to Dr. Anthony Fauci. Yes, guys, we are hearing from him once again before he officially leaves his position. And yes, guys, Dr. Anthony Fauci said that another COVID-19 variant could emerge sometime this winter. Yes, guys, the director, Anthony Fauci, said on Tuesday that we should not be surprised if a new COVID-19 variant emerges sometime this winter. He said we should anticipate that we will very well may get another variant that would emerge that would allude to the immune response that we've gotten from infection and or from vaccinations, according to Anthony Fauci. And Fauci also said that, look, we're currently moving into the right direction right now, but we could have another variant on the way. And yes, guys, he said that we are entering into the winter months where no matter what the respiratory disease is, there's always a risk of an uptick. And last winter, Omicron variant led us to a surge in COVID-19 cases as public health officials urged people to get vaccinated as well as to get boosted. And since then, there have been multiple Omicron sublineages of the COVID-19 variant. And yes, guys, that means that there could be more in the future. So yes, guys, don't let your guard up just yet because this thing is not over. However, it does look like America is still moving into the right direction, trying to eradicate or at least somewhat all types of COVID-19 as well as all of the variants that are around us right now. Moving on to some stimulus update news, guys. Hey, we do have where President Biden has approved of more aid for the Ukrainians. So yes, guys, once again, President Biden is not approving for a fourth stimulus check on a federal level to the American people that are struggling right now. However, he continues to find time to approve of additional stimulus relief aid for those individuals in the country of Ukraine. Yes, Biden recently just approved of an additional $625 million in aid package for Kyiv, Ukraine, which is also pushing further into territory of being annexed by Moscow. Yes, it says that on Monday, Ukrainian forces saw more successes on the battlefield, pushing through Russian defenses in the south of the country. So yes, guys, once again, we continue to see this at least every other week, it seems like. But yes, President Biden is approving of some additional relief aid for Ukraine during this invasion of their country. But anyways, guys, when will President Biden offer some relief aid, some stimulus relief aid for the American people? I continue to ask that question, and yet President Biden has not commented down below in the comment section and told us exactly when he is going to approve of some federal fourth stimulus checks. Do you guys know? Have you talked to him yet? Because I sure haven't. But anyways, guys, last but not least, we do have one state that has already approved of some additional stimulus relief aid for their residents in its respective state. And we are getting reports that stimulus checks are going out this week, guys. So that is some awesome news. And yes, California, wouldn't you know, guys, California will start handing out $1,050 stimulus payments to residents this week to combat inflation. Yes, guys, this is just the latest report on the information coming from the state of California. And it says that qualifying Californians will receive relief payments of up to $1,050 sometime this week. And these checks are issued to kind of soften the blow of the inflation. Yes, guys, California residents will begin receiving one-time inflation relief payments of as much as $1,050. Whether you're eligible for the middle class tax refund and how much you could receive depends on your income, your residency, as well as your filing status and your household size. Now, the refunds are part of a $12 billion relief effort approved this summer by state lawmakers. This particular plan prioritizes getting dollars back into the pockets of millions of Californians who are grappling with the global inflation as well as the rising prices, according to Governor Gavin Newsom. And yes, here is exactly what you need to know about California's inflation relief checks, including who is actually eligible to receive this particular money and how much they'll get and when those payments can be expected. Yes, it says that roughly 23 million California residents are eligible for this particular rebate plan, which has been set up in 3 tiers based on the adjusted gross income on your 2020 California state tax return. And it says that in addition, the meeting income requirements, residents must have filed their 2020 tax return or refund by October the 15th, as well as they must have lived in the state of California for at least half of the year in 2020, and they must still be a California resident on date at the time when you receive these stimulus payments. So yes, guys, you cannot have been claimed as a dependent by someone else in the 2020 tax year. So yes, guys, depending on how much you actually make, single taxpayers who earn less than $75,000 and couples who filed jointly and made less than $150,000 are eligible to receive at least $350, as well as another flat $350 if they have any dependents, as well as a married couple with children, therefore could receive as much as $1,050, which is the largest tax bracket according to this information. Now, it does say that individual filers who earn between $125,000 up to $250,000 and couples earn between $250,000 to $500,000 would receive around $200. And a family with children in that particular tax bracket could also receive a maximum of $600. But anyways, guys, hey, I will include a link to this particular article down below so that you can check it out in its entirety to find out exactly where you sit using this particular chart and whether or not you are actually eligible to receive up to $1,050. Again, guys, these particular checks are going out sometime this week, and one of the main requirements is you must have filed your 2020 tax return by October the 15th. So looking at today's date, which is October the 6th, hey guys, you have at least less than 9 days to file your tax return to be eligible to receive these particular tax rebate checks of up to $1,050. But anyways, guys, hey, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But as a quick reminder, don't forget about the promotion with Moomoo where they are giving out those 15 free stocks. It's a great way to earn some free money, guys. So if you're interested, that link will be down below. But anyways, guys, hey, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.